Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss an update from Latestly.
Thank you, Zara, so much for talking to us, and congratulations. Your song has crossed 2 million views already during the lockdown without a music video and just a lyrical video which has crossed 2 million views. It is quite a big feat. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very happy, very excited also. More because we've gotten such good response that the video, banega, so we'll really kind of have more excitement to the fact that, how people are going to react to that. So it's been great.
Okay, what are the plans for the music video? Are you guys always planning to shoot it sometime in the near future?
Yes, as soon as it's a little, shoot friendly and safer to kind of like shoot. So definitely we're waiting for that. And once that happens, then just counting the days kind of a situation, because I myself am dying to shoot the video. So,
Okay.
once it's a little safer to go outside. Right now, I know things have opened up, but still, I think it's very risky. So I would suggest people to still, stay at home.
Is there a storyline in your mind that you want to explore in Jogan, like in the music video that you want to try out?
As of now, there's nothing much in mind, but definitely we want to stick to the energy of the video. I mean, the energy of the song. The video has to stick to the energy of the song, and which is definitely very happy, very vibrant, very colorful. So we're gonna keep those things in mind, and try to visually treat people to something which will also make them equally smile and feel as happy as they feel when they listen to the song.
Okay. What was your mother's reaction to this song?
She loved it. She even she made a Insta post also. No, a Facebook post today, which I kind of put up on my Insta stories as well. So she's always just praying for me and kind of trying to give me as many as duas as possible. Being a mother, she's very happy and she's loved the song also. So.
Okay. Do you ever receive tips from her, like how should you sing or how should you act?
On the singing part, yes, definitely. I always try and take as many advices from her when it comes to vocal notations and stuff like that. But acting is something which it's kind of like a to each its own. Whatever works for you. And for me, acting has been very different in terms of how a lot of people go about it. Like there's method acting, and there's a lot of times where you kind of keep certain things in your head which make you relate to certain scenes or certain emotions. For me, it's not like that. For me, it's like I just believe that I am the character. So it's very different.
It has been some time since we saw you on the screen. What's happening on that front? Are you gonna be starring in this music video that's upcoming?
Of course. For sure, I'll be in it. And as far as films go, the last film that I did was a short film. It was called Khoj.
Yeah, cool.
And yes. So after that, I was looking at a lot of stuff which is more performance oriented, and I wanted to do stuff like that. So I just wrapped up a film which is directed by Vikas Khanna. It has Shabana Azmi ji in it as well, and I got a very lovely experience to work with her. So that was something which was really great, and hopefully I think little lockdown stuff which is going on, once it's over, it'll probably release. Right now it's in post production as of now.
Vikas Khanna, the chef.
Yes.
Okay, that is
the one who made the last color with Neena Gupta ji.
Yeah. Okay, that's so amazing. That is amazing. Yeah. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
you have a star name attached to your surname, and yet that nepotism debate does not necessarily apply to you. You have a very different take on nepotism. How has your experience been, if you can explain up?
I would love to answer this because I keep hearing a lot of answers of people who are from the same background as me, and some who are not from the same background of films. The thing is, it's a very simple situation. When you belong to a family which has been in the film industry for such a long time, or has a certain name to their credibility in the film industry, or a matter of fact in any field, so when they release or launch a product, as per children are the product of stars or whatever, definitely there will be a certain amount of people, amount of crowd who will want to go and see that. It is very natural. Like for instance, there's a brand called Zara, and then there's a brand called Gucci. You know, you tell me, what are you gonna first want to go and see? You will want to go and see a Gucci product. Not that the Gucci product is good or bad. That's a secondary story. But just the fact that Gucci has worked so hard for so many years, you know, so given that benefit of the doubt, anybody, you know, any consumer will want to go and see that. After that, it is completely dependent, you know, on that person who's had this opportunity, you know, to be able to have that privilege of coming from such a family where they get this sort of an opportunity. But at the end of the day, it completely depends on you. But yes, you know, if you are from such a family, if you your family has worked so hard for so many years, you are definitely, it is actually fair that you will get that chance. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, true, of course. So usually what happens in the nepotism debate, like we all are humans, we, even if my son or daughter wants to become whatever he wants to become, I will help them in whatever ways we can. Nepotism debate actually happens when there's a lack of acknowledgement of the privilege that is there, and not necessarily the lack of understanding of the whole act that is there. So
Yes, which is sad. People need to understand, you know, why is a certain circle of people who they say, okay, you are from this family, so, you know, therefore there's a nepotism thing there. Why are they getting that attention? As I said, because their families have worked that hard.
yeah, exactly,
So,
exactly.
you know, why will they not? Like, for instance, you know, Raj Kapoor's family, Raj Kapoor ji has worked so hard. He's one of the first, his family was one of the first in Indian cinema. So
Okay.
if somebody, if a product comes out from there, why will people not want to see them, or why will producers and directors not want to work with them, knowing that they are a breed of actors? Not saying that people who are not from this field are not good actors. We've got Nawaz, we had Irfan, so he was so good.
Yeah,
Shah Rukh is a very big example of that. But at a point of time, Shah Rukh has worked so hard.
yeah.
So today, if his daughter or his son wants a launch and people are interested to launch them and give them that opportunity, it is well deserved.
Actors were launched by YRF. Yeah, it's like the dream launch of every actor. But your career trajectory has not been exactly like Anushka Sharma say. Like what you'd expect of a YRF person would be. Can you expand on that?
You know, it also depends on, see, at the end of the day, and this is from personal experience, I'm telling you. When I got launched in a Yash Raj film, definitely it was one of the, I think, biggest things for somebody to you know get launched with such a big banner and all
Yeah.
of that being said. But what is very important, which we sometimes tend to forget, is understanding whether a certain role, a certain character suits you or not, or you know, is this film gonna work for you or not? You know, a film can be great, but putting that aside, does it work for you or not? As how you look, as how you perform, all of that. So it didn't really give me or my career probably the boost that I needed, you know. And I'm very open about that fact. It's not that, you know, I would not say that, or I would kind of keep it to myself. I don't think honestly Aurangzeb did anything for me, because if it did, probably I wouldn't have had such a long gap. I wouldn't have felt like, you know, I've not chosen the right kind of characters. And then what happens is a lot of typecasting starts happening. If you've done a certain kind of role, then people want to come up to you and want to cast you for certain things like that itself.
Yeah.
And I was looking at something which was more performance oriented. But definitely, you know, when I got an offer from Yash Raj, who says no to that? Nobody
Yeah.
does, right?
Yeah.
So that was the temptation which I think kind of got to me. But when I did Khoj, though it was a short film, I think it gave me more appreciation, more confidence as an actor, and more, you know, kind of courage towards my craft than anything else I've ever done, because it opened at Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah.
We went all the way to the Oscars as well. We reached the semi-finals. My private screening that had happened before, you know, we got into Cannes was at BFI in London. So, you know, these things were very, I'll always cherish them. Like, I got a standing ovation when the first time the film screened, and I would trade that for anything else as an artist. So it's about the kind of roles you pick. It's about the kind of, even for newcomers, if they're auditioning, go ahead, audition, but then read your scripts, understand, you know, are you going to be able to give your 100% to the character that you're doing? Is your character giving you the justice that you need, you know, as an actor, the validation, you know, towards your craft, and are you being able to exercise your craft and challenge it in the right manner? That is really, really important. And if you do that well, and if you're able to, you know, kind of do it well, then that is when you'll start achieving and you start moving ahead in life.
You must have received quite a few scripts. Is it tempting to sometimes pick up a role that you do not actually associate with just for the sake of it, just for, you know, for maybe for the bread and butter? Or that has never been
well, you know, not I mean, touchwood, you know, financially I don't have any trouble, thanks to my mother and my dad, so I can like sit at home, you know, calmly. But there's always a creative frustration. There's always that frustration that, you know, this is happening, that is happening. Okay, I'm sitting at home. What do I do? You know, I want to do this, I want to do that. Should I just do it because, you know, I want to get back on set? But that is not the right approach, because what happens is you'll end up, again, as I said, probably, you know, getting into the kind of creative stuff which is not you, or which is not something which is going to satisfy you as an artist, which is very, very important. So yeah.